models is basically used to generate the data set. So we can generate new data. So the new data can be images also. The new data can be audio also, text also. There can be many things we can generate. So basically they are used for generate different type of data. Okay. So before moving to a generative network, we will see what we basically using before the generative, what we basically use in a day-to-day life. So we will use we will we use the discriminative models. So discriminative models, also known as a classifier, which is basically good in classifying the object, whether it's a cat or dog. So suppose so this is the classifier which is good in classifying the uh, dogs and cats. I hope you guys have worked on a CNN also for a classification purpose. So that is a discriminative model. Okay. So basically what it does, you give the feature X and you predict a class Y. And in the mathematics term, it is called as a conditional probability of Y with respect to X. Okay. And for the generative models are for generating the images. So suppose here we generated a dog images. So for in this case, we will give a noise X and we will give a label Y. What we want to generate dogs. Okay. And it will create a dog image of the dog for you. Okay. And it is given by the conditional probability of X with respect to Y. Basically it is telling what is the probability uh, of X when Y is given. Basically you will give that label, right? Okay. So these are the some of the images that is created by the GANs. So you can see the this dog image is created using the GAN. We will have a DCGAN implementation at the end of the session, in which we will generate some of the new images. Okay. So here you can see this is a GAN used for a face generation task. Here you can see the one thing I would like to told you that these person do not exist in a real life. Okay. So it is all created using GANs. Wait a second, guys. Am I audible to you guys? Sorry for the interruption. Am I audible to you? Hello? Please type in a chat box if I am audible. Okay. So these all the images are generated using GANs. We have very more interesting applications of the GANs. Okay. We will see all of them. So now let's talk about the generative models. So we have basically two type of there's many type of generative models. But in this we are basically going to talk about VAEs. So we are basically going to talk about VAEs and GANs. Okay. So we will briefly talk about VAEs and our more emphasis will be on GANs. So in VAEs, what we have an encoder. What does encoder do? We give an image. Suppose this is the image 1, 2, 3. We flatten it down and we give it to a encoder. And the encoder job is to encode this image in the latent space. Okay. And then we will have a decoder. What it will do? Suppose we encoded the image here. Okay. And what will a decoder will do? It will take labels from the data from the latent space and will try to create an image. So encoder job is to is initially we do not use the encoder after we encode all the images to a latent space. So this is an auto encoder. Okay, so in variable auto encoder, what we have, we encode the image with a probability distribution. Okay, complete probability distribution, and then we take all those things. And in GANs, what we have a generator and we have a discriminator. Both generator and discriminator will fight against each other. Generator will try to fool the discriminator, and discriminator will try not to be fooled. And that's how a training goes on. So in GANs, what we give a random noise. We give it to a generator. The generator generate the images. Okay. So we will now going to talk about mainly talking about the GANs in detail. Okay.